Hello. Happy Easter. Can you guys see me and hear me okay? I haven't been live for 2 days. I think that's been the longest in a while. But what's up? Hello. Happy Easter. I hope you guys have all had a great weekend and are having a great Easter. If you are here, thank you for being here with us. I greatly appreciate that. So, hello, music mama. Hello, hello. Good to see you, love. Um, let's get some things out of the way. I'll say hello to chat and we'll get started. We got to start with some disclaimers because there's a lot going on here. First and foremost, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, notifications, do all the YouTube thingies. Also, make sure you go back in the days that I'm not live. I'm usually going to be dropping a video, so definitely go check out the videos section because I know they separate videos and live, but also the playlist section. I would greatly appreciate that. And another disclaimer is, as I make these JLR lives, I've been reading the book, which we will resume tomorrow. I'm not doing it for purposes of hating Jonathan Lee Riches or starting some hate campaign against him. I actually supported JLR Investigates prior to all of this. So I only say that in every single live because it's becoming an issue now where JLR is reporting accounts and trying to get people off of YouTube and X that are reporting on his stuff. Let me say hello to everyone and we'll get back to his stuff. We're going to watch a couple videos. I have his probation paperwork from when he got out. So 2019. I can't remember the date. Friday. Well, this was put into the system Friday, March 29th, 2019. So I want to review some things on his old probation paperwork, because JLR just got off probation 2 years ago. So really, he has not been off probation for very long. I'm going to go over some X posts that I think are important. And we're going to watch some videos, some funny ones. None of this content is from JLR himself. I'm not playing any of it from his channels because I don't want him to copyright, etc. So the channels I will be playing tonight are Chronicles of the Shady. She's been on this from like years ago. Texas Kim, Shay's Place, and I believe that's it. The rest are from X, Nerdy, I think is, let me go back and check. I just want to make sure I give credit. Nerdy Diva Adventures, we're gonna play some from her. And I think that's it for sources. But nonetheless, let me say hello to everyone. Hi, I hope you guys have had a good Easter. I didn't have any Easter plans. My family went out of town. Per usual, I didn't want to do that. So here I am. I saw Debbie in here. Abuelitas, Evie, Christine, Austin, Adrian, hello. Jason. Did I say Adrian? Hi, Adrian. Beautiful mama. I said hello. Angel Eyes, Ramon, Amber E. Okay, thank you, Amber. I appreciate you for watching. And hello, Tracy. Good to see you. I see Edith. Okay, good to see everyone. And shout out to all the replay viewers and all the new subscribers. We're growing here, so I appreciate that. But just another disclaimer. I know a lot because I don't want my because if I get striked, then I want to be able to say that, I backed up my shit. But I've never claimed to be an innocent person either. I think everyone has a past, and that's kind of where I want this live to go. Yeah, we can laugh at some of these videos. Some are absolutely disgusting, repulsive. Some of his posts are as well. And the fact that JLR is continuing to grift off of 𝗍𝗄𝗎𝗍, I think it's a bit too much. So let's get started. Never liked the clown, annoyed that he was literally everywhere all the time. He's sitting in his car driving around Nancy's neighborhood in Annie's. Is that really helping? I just don't understand why he's getting all these views. And he's saying that people are jealous and no one's jealous of you, JLR. Like, I have a past too, but I don't want mine to look anything like yours. At least I have worked on myself for years and years and years. And that's a whole nother thing. It's like people think they work on themselves, but do you really? Do you really do the work? I'm not one to judge, but I am blocked by JLR, so I will note that. I saw I clicked it. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna say the username or the channel I was on because I don't remember. But someone commented this in a chat. Might have been my girl Molly Golightly. But someone said, sure, everyone has a past, but it's repeated things done that makes the difference. And someone just commented that in a live chat. So I was like, wow, it's absolutely true. And so I want to take it back to Magnolia, right? Like we get caught up in all the videos and all the stuff about JLR, but really, I think it's important to place ourselves in Magnolia's shoes if you have or haven't experienced domestic violence. I get it's uncomfortable to talk about sometimes, but I try to imagine how she's feeling as all of this is going on. You know, like all this stuff from the past, them, their relationship. It seems I would be overwhelmed to say the least. And she has a protection order on him for 3 years, which is hard to get, but doable with enough physical evidence. And we've only seen what _𝗠𝗲𝗹𝗆, shout out to my girl Paula at _𝗠𝗲𝗹𝗆, I love her, and I stay supporting her 100%. She, the calls and everything, I feel for Magnolia, and I want us to remember that she's the one that needs our help, and I'm sure it's not easy for her to see all of this, even those people clowning JLR, which I'm not doing here. Everything I show is public information, not exposing or doxing anyone, but JLR has started to dox people on X. So I'm not going to show the post out of respect for Terry, but he doxed a lady that I know on X, and her name is Terry. And he put out like her past criminal charges. And it's just like, that really pissed me off. I was just like, okay, that doesn't negate JLR's present charges. Like he also did the same thing to Nerdy. He put out a bunch of information on Nerdy saying that Nerdy beats women and or kids and women, et cetera, et cetera. And listen, I'm not being biased because I like Nerdy and I like what he puts out. That's not what this is about. And with people and creators who have been clean about things in their past, I think fair. And if you've changed and become a better person, fair. I think working on yourself is really hard. And in whatever way and manner you do it, right? Like physically, emotionally, mentally. And I've been there. I've told you guys, if you're kind of new to the channel, like you'll learn. I've never personally lied about anything on here, and it does hurt to handle the truth sometimes. It does. We're all human. And so I could see how all of this makes JLR uncomfortable, and he doesn't want people talking about him, but he wants to continue grifting off of the Nancy Guthrie case. Like, I'm literally hoping that the Guthrie family puts a stop to this because it's just like, what are you doing outside her house? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, do you think someone's just going to come back and drop her off? The kidnapper or whoever took Nancy? You think they're just going to drive back into the neighborhood and drop her off at the front door like nothing happened? I'm so over him trying to dox people and hurt other people to deflect from what's going on. And so I'm going to start off by showing you guys a post of badass news. I want to make sure, let me pull up the comments. I forgot. Filming her neighbors, casting suspicious on people just talking out their damn trash. Hi, living life. What's up, girl? Good to see you. She was saying in quotes and made it clear she wasn't using the slur, but still banned for a week. Yeah, this is badass news. Badass news has been supporting me on my X and on the YouTubes. So definitely when he gets his X page, go back and support. And he does have a YouTube channel. Let me pull it. He just got back to me. Badass-67. So JLR has gotten him, Jeff Bezos no peso, off of X. This is a post. I was just informed that Jonathan Lee Riches, aka JLR Investigates, is sending out mass emails to his trolls to report anyone exposing his scam, a con artist behavior. His trolls reported my X account to silence me. He also has over 50 fake X accounts that he uses to report people. He has doxed and swatted and done other dangerous activity to many on X. This is where I draw the line. I was doxed like about my past and literally like go for it. If you want to know that at one time I was a drunk bitch shaking my ass in everyone's faces, like have fun. At least I looked really good like back then. So enjoy it. But be careful because a lot of that might get you in trouble too. I've never been dishonest about anything. So this is upset because Badass News and other creators, and if you can't handle that, then this might not be the place for you, respectfully. We keep it real here, and I'm very protective of who I allow on my panels, which has only been like 2 people, and who I choose to surround myself with. And that's something that I'm working on, even with my current friendships, just realizing things. Again, it's growth. And Badass got his page taken down by JLR, and this is more of my concern. JLR went to prison for fraud. He's a scammer, a hacker, a fraudster. And like I said, I don't have any hate towards him. Like, I actually was very confused when JLR blocked me because I never tagged him. I've been posting, I'm new on X. I've only been on there a couple months. Well, I've been on there for a long time, but like active and posting like my links to my videos and stuff. I never tagged him, not once. And I get it, like my book readings are funny and like that's the point, right? If you haven't tuned into the book that I'm reading, JLR has a book on all the lawsuits that he's written. And I've done live readings and I'm clipping them into videos. So please go over and support and comment. Let me know what you think. Um, it's public information, man. Fair game. He's trying to act like the victim, but I've showed the videos of the gravesite and how he has inserted himself into many cases where I'm sure the family probably didn't agree to. So it's fair game, JLR. No one's jealous of you. Like, yeah, you have a lot of followers, but like you're doing nothing for Nancy Guthrie. Whatever you're doing on the corner with the signs, like I can appreciate that he fed the homeless, but I mean, that's it. That's all. So he is trying to shut pages down and silence people, and it's worked, right? He has silenced Magnolia for so long. He beat her and left her for dead in a hotel and told her that he would unalive her if she told. And then he tried to say that he was going to post a bunch of videos about her crying and having an emotional breakdown because she's in a toxic relationship. And I've been there and it's just so disgusting. But let's get into the old probation paperwork. I wanted to we've talked about JLR's mental health issues here. He clearly has them. And with that, I can empathize, it sucks. But it doesn't give you a right to be doing what you're doing to other channels too, by taking them down. Like, you can't handle the truth. Okay, well, that's a you issue. Like, you can't handle if someone calls you out on not being a good friend, partner, or whatever it is, the truth, and you can't handle it and you know it's true, it's a place of you have issues, right? And I mean that respectfully. Like, he cannot handle all of the stuff that he put out there. He can't handle the criticism and the commentary and the thought of losing followers and money. So I just think it's dirty work now. I come from a background of where like you don't act like this, you don't act dirty, but I get it. It's YouTube, you know. Women donated hundreds in a matter of minutes just now when I popped in. Yeah, see, I don't understand. I don't understand why he blocked you. You didn't do anything. No, I didn't. And I've never been vulgar. I haven't come up here and said anything vulgar because I know who I am. I know exactly who I am and who and what that's gonna bleed into on my channel, So I could be a lot dirtier and nastier, trust me. I really could. Um, and come on here and say all kinds of things about him and show more videos than I'm comfortable with. But that's not the point here. I just want us to remember that, like, Magnolia too, what she's going through, right? With all her business out there. And I will defend her. I will defend her and say that I don't I don't care about the comments about Magnolia's past. I really don't. Like, if you're gonna say that you don't have something in your past, whether it's trauma, familial issues, financial issues, educational issues, felonies, like maybe I just have way too much thick skin and maybe I'm just too like whatever about it. But what Magnolia has done in her past and what anyone else, any creator on YouTube, X, Instagram have done in their past does not negate JLR's present actions and decisions. It's critical to know the difference. And so that's what I mean by I stand by Magnolia. Like, people say, "Oh, those pictures are fake. Oh, she has a past. Oh, she used to be a drunk," or whatever the rumors are, because none of that is true. None of that is true. I don't know those sides of Magnolia personally, but I get it. It's like, okay, maybe she does have a past, but JLR just gave her a black eye in 2025. So, um, and you come on here grifting for Nancy Guthrie and trying to get people removed. Maybe just take some accountability. Like, I know it sucks. It sucks to be like, yeah, I'm a piece of shit or I have been a piece of shit. I get it. It totally sucks. But I don't know. I think that would be a good step to take accountability and pay for what you have done. And you're not a Brian Enton, JLR. And at this point, you can't be. It's not even comparable. And I mean that respectfully. So, anyways, that's where I am with the Magnolia situation. We do support Magnolia here on Mellyverse, so just know that. But let's get into this document. This was his probation paperwork from 2019. So this was when he got out of prison and he had probation for 5 years. So I wanted to show you guys because I wanted you to physically see that he just got off probation for 5 years in 2024. So although he's not on probation anymore, if something was to come up, the judge can consider the fact that you've only been off probation for 2 years, like, and you're back to your bad habits. Why? Because I've known, because I've been there. So it was 5 years back in 2019. He was on probation, standard, mandatory, right? You must wear an ankle monitor, you must refrain from drugs, standard conditions. And then down here's where I thought we could get into some of this. Let me look at what you guys are saying first. If that's the worst you've done. Wait, you mean about me dancing, being a drunk? Yeah, that is the worst I've done. Well, it's a whole thing. But I'm thinking about doing a members only live for that because I think it might be time to revisit it. Busted her face. She had to have surgery. Exactly. Busted her face. How do people feel like he's helping? Uh, Listen, I'm going to go sit outside Nancy Guthrie's house in my car, and if I don't get the amount of donations he does, I'm gonna be pissed. JK, JK. 1, I would never. 2, I have much more respect for the Guthrie family than disturbing their peace. Which he got charged with. He has a court date for disturbing the peace with Nerdy at the airport. So let's go back to the special conditions. You must cooperate with DNA. Fine, we get that. Probably general. Basic standard conditions. You must provide the probation officer with any access to requested financial information to authorize the release of any financial information. Because remember, he was in prison for fraud, hacking, fraud wire. What was the other one? A bunch of shit. Melly. Hi, KB Investigates. Good to see you, love. Thanks for being here. Pointed lover. Hello. What he does is nothing more than victim exploitation. Listen. It is. It's victim exploitation. We saw it in the Gabby Petito case. I didn't cover the Michael Vaughn case. I know a lot of you are gonna be like, "What?" I didn't, and I wanna get into it because there's so much on JLR with that case. The Petito family, the Laundries, Summer Wells is a big one. A big, big case that he was heavily involved in. Um, Phishing scams. Nancy Grace case blew up. I believe it was a distraction from the Epstein files. A lot of people believe that. Okay, so no financial. Okay, this part, because we've talked about his mental health issues before. So I just wanted to point out you must participate in mental health assessments, which may include taking prescribed medication, which we know he was on. You must participate. Well, that's kind of basically what I wanted to show is when I showed that video about him talking about his mental health. First of all, he made the video, so it's public. Second of all, we don't knock mental health here, but I thought that was interesting because these are special conditions. Restricted from substance. Okay, fine. And you may not file or attempt to file any local, state, federal, or foreign court, any complaint or other legal document or pleading in the name other than your own, because we know he impersonated James Holmes, a killer. So I just wanted to review that. That's his probation paperwork. He just got off probation 2024, so take that up for what you want. Let's move on. I'm going to show a couple X posts. And then we'll get to some funny videos. Oh, sorry, StreamYard. It's a pain in my ass. I'm laughing. You're like, why are you laughing? I'm laughing. Oh, abracadabra. I'm laughing because I think he's a joke. I really do. Although I think he's dangerous. I will say that. I think he's a joke on social media. I don't think he's a good person. And I think JLR needs mental help. That doesn't negate his actions. It really doesn't. And I repeat this in every single live. If you know you have a mental health issue and you know that you're supposed to deal with it, that is your responsibility. So obviously he has not learned his lesson. And that's my problem. I've gotten some really nasty comments, people being like, why do you defend Nerdy? Why do you defend Magnolia? And it's like, he's a vexatious little, yeah, he is. There needs to be laws in place for people that do. Listen, if I was a Guthrie's, I'd be like, I don't want any of you guys near my neighborhood. Again, the laws, HOA, the street doesn't belong to the Guthrie. I get it. There's a lot of logistics behind that. But wait till he sues the Guthrie family. I'm waiting for the Guthrie family to sue him. Really. Like, you have done nothing but brought good attention, but also bad attention. At this point, there's no reason. If there's no active activity going on in the Guthrie neighborhood, I don't know why anyone's there. Nerdy has been going with his drone and looking over like acres out there and in the desert and sitting in your car is not doing anything for Nancy. And that's just really sad. I'm blocked on his ex, so if I find another post, I'll have to find it from someone else. This is a post that I wanted to share about when he was intertwined with the Gabby Petito case. Chronicles of the Shady says, this was recent too. This is so incredibly sad to see. And shout out to Chronicles of the Shady. You have a good playlist. I would love to get in contact with you. This is so incredibly sad to see the amount of people that have been hurt by JLR Investigates, the misinformation and the disrespect towards so many cases. I'm sure this man had no idea about his past or present. I hope JLR at least doesn't victimize his family more. This was not recent like now, but recent in the Gabby Petito case is what I meant. JLR Parks, never know who you might run into in Idaho. It's an honor to be a voice for victims everywhere. Thank you, Steve. Justice for Kaylee and Maddie. Well, I think the 𝗠𝗲𝗹𝗆𝗆 family just wants the truth out there. And again, none of us knew that this was JLR. Make sure I'm not doxing myself. Although someone else has done it for me, but hey, Shoddy, good to see you, love. This is when he inserted himself into the Gabby Petito case. You have to question one's how genuine this was. I see him now in the Nancy Guthrie case, and I can't help but think it was all for the money. And I'll come on here and stream for all day. Sometimes I've gone all day streaming. And I do it because I love true crime. And many of us have. And I think it's upsetting. It does take from genuine good creators. I think he's unhinged, says Leanna. I agree. Pointer Lover says, I think he's dangerous too. Yeah, I do. I think he is. Just like, let's step out of this whole like bubble, right? We're in social media. Everyone's getting a lot of shit. You're getting a lot of information from many sources, right? Who in the world would want to act like a mass shooter? I can't comprehend that. Like, I can comprehend, like, okay, fine, you go out, get fucked up, you get in trouble, you get arrested, you have a boyfriend with your fight, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things that I can be like, all right, well, I can kind of justify that to poor decisions amongst other things, right? But like, who acts like a serial mass killer who goes up and shoots up a theater in Hitler? I don't even think I'm allowed to say that word on here. YouTube is really, really strict. And with JLR reporting all these accounts, you know, I don't get why you would want to be associated or known for being a mass killer, mass murderer. What are they called? Yeah, that's what James Holmes is. He went up. That's the one who shot the movie theater, right? I get him confused. Yeah, he's the one who killed 12 people and injured 70 others during a midnight screening of The Dark Knight in Aurora, Colorado on July 20th, 2012. I don't get it. That's one thing I just can't. What I meant by like, I can comprehend mistakes, human mistakes. I think we all can, right? Like, come on now. We all can. But that I can't get past. The acting like a mass murderer. I really can't. It's sad. It's sad and disgusting. Nerdy posted these text messages. Is that 𝗏𝗏𝗆𝗆𝗆? Am I saying it right? 𝗏𝗏𝗆𝗆𝗆, whatever it is. Hi, 𝗝𝗵𝗆 and Crime, my lovely friend. Good to see you. Hope you saved me a seat. Front row, baby. Front row. I love me some 𝗝𝗵𝗆 and Crime. We'll stay supporting 𝗝𝗵𝗆 and Crime here. YouTube is used to not behaving, Melly. Wait, I do misbehave. I do. Absolutely. I have been on here. One time I took off my shirt. I did. I took off my shirt on a live. So just know what you're signing up for. I'm warning you. You guys are like, wow. No, but in all seriousness, happy Easter, Lil. Yeah, actually a poor soul. To constantly want to keep hurting people. Magnolia, people online, he's taking channels down on X that depend on it. Like, you guys have to realize that some people are on here for true crime or for whatever coverage they're doing, and they do that as a full-time job, and they want to continue doing that, and they're good people. So it's important to recognize that. She was singing too. Oh, no. Yes, I did. So don't say I didn't tell you. I'm always honest and upfront, and I will always tell you my true opinion and how I feel. So it's like I expect that back, right? Like, what is that quote? Like, treat others how you want to be treated. And there's very few channels I'll mention and shout out here. And if I do, it's worth it for sure. But Nerdy posted these, and these are text messages from JLR texting Magnolia. It says, Chelan County FOIA records show that JLR admitted he called Magnolia more than 100 times after he fled following the alleged assault, using language that appears aimed at manipulating the victim. Oh, 𝗍𝗵𝗃, you're so sweet. I adore you. Thank you. 𝗍𝗵𝗃 just gifted 10 memberships. We're going to have a members only video dropping this weekend, but it's only for those who can handle it. We will probably be drinking some Modelo's or something. Thank you, Canvas and Crime. I appreciate you. Shout out very much so. Canvas's Crime is a good friend of the channel, and go and support. Oh my God. I love when good people get the freaking membership. This is awesome. I see Neat Noodle, who I adore. KB, Rona, my girl Rona, babe, Amanda. I don't know if I've seen Amanda in chat, but welcome, Amanda. Marina, Bensing, Elsmeyer, Point Lover, another one, and Vexatious Parrot. Good gifting. Thank you, Canvas and Crime. And make sure you all go and support. It's an upcoming channel, revamped, but Canvas does paintings, which I'm not good at. I adult color. That's the best I can give you. Adult coloring books. Oh, that would be fun. We should like adult color on here. Thank you, Canvas and Crime. I appreciate you. So let's read this message. It says, investigate Jamie wife. Jamie wife. Wow. You considered her your wife, but you left her unconscious. That's nice. That's real nice. I used to be. Oh my gosh, that was you? That's you, Shiraz? That's how I remember you. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. I do adult coloring too. Oh no, we might have to do like a live on this. I'm into the adult coloring book clubs. I know. Are you shocked? Yeah. I'm not shoving my ass in people's faces anymore. I'm like, what does that mean? It means I used to be a party girl and I'm known for that. And I have been in trouble for it. Yeah, I was a bad girl. Bad Melly. Anyways, it's not who I am anymore. I've gone through a lot of therapy. Hi, Cindy. Anyways, this isn't about me. So Nerdy says, and just so you know, I called this phone over 100 times trying to find out what is going on. You kicked me out. So this is him texting Magnolia. For the sake of God, answer the phone, Magnolia. I am crying non-stop. Thank you, Richard. Thank you for subscribing. I am crying nonstop. You ruined Christmas. This triggered me. I'm still trying to figure out like why this triggered me, but First of all, I am crying nonstop. Listen, JLR, stop acting like a little bitch and getting people's accounts canceled and taken down, like, off YouTube. Just accept it. Accept that you weren't a good person, you're not acting like one now, and change it. Like, some people can't, though, and that's when I decide that people are dangerous. Um, and I think JLR is a dangerous human being. I really do. I think he could deflect from everything going on with these charges in this case to make it about Nancy Guthrie and try to dox people. And shout out to Terry, girl. I'm sorry. Terry is, like, respectfully, I think in her 50s, maybe even 60s. And same with Nerdy's wife. He showed, like, charges when Nerdy's wife was, like, I think 21. And I think she's closer into, like, the 40s now. Like, it's damaging as much as we don't wanna admit it. Like, when you dox someone like that and people have worked hard to not be that person, it's fucked up. And I will just say it, it's absolutely disgusting. If we were all being judged by what we did in the past, how could we ever move forward? And I get it. I was doxxed, like, 3 months into creating my channel, and it's like, "You know what? I'm glad it got out there. I'm glad it's out there. I can just move on, and those who wanna support me can, and those who don't." But for those who don't, because of someone's past, I just want you to recognize that, like, you're not perfect either, and I love that. I love that we can all come together as a community on YouTube and try to be better people and be cool and have fun, not dox anybody. Like, can we just do that? We've done that so many times here on my channel. We've had nights where we streamed all night just having a ton of fun. Like, I wish that's how it was all the time, but unfortunately, you get people like JLR who wanna dox and bully people and embarrass people and by bringing up their past so that it takes from the current situation. So he says, "You ruined this Christmas." So Magnolia gets beat the fuck up. Left for unconscious. He's trying to take all their money. He takes her cell phone and he says, "You ruined this Christmas. You ruined it." Really? Magnolia ruined the Christmas? When Magnolia was thinking about forgiving you, in my opinion? I think that's why I shouldn't call the police that night. I truly think she cared for this man and was thinking when he comes back, like, "We can work this out." 'Cause some people are like, "Why didn't she call the police right away and she waited till the next morning?" If you haven't been in a domestic violence situation, it's really petty to say things like that. And that's why I can Magnolia and I have, like, followed each other on X, and so I can appreciate that, and I think that she knows that I stand by her, and that's what we're here revealing. All this JLR bullshit, it's like, yeah, it's there. It's been a thing, which is why he should be canceled. Absolutely. Listen, I don't hate you if you're a JLR supporter. I'm just saying, like, let's read the comments. "You ruined this Christmas." She ruined Christmas, a fucking narcissistic psychopath. Dude, you need to stop now. Oh, if this isn't the actions of a man who knows he's fed up, I don't know who is. Who the hell's calls someone over 100 times? It does not make sense for him to say you kicked me out while calling from Washington, D.C., renting another car and not taking his planned flight. Does he even think this stuff out? If I was kicked out, I would not leave. I would not rent another car. I would just catch my planned flight and go home. She ruined Christmas with her busted up face. How dare she? For those of us who can recognize this, hugs. I want us all to hug. Have like a big hug party, right? I feel like so many of you in the chat are like, yeah, manipulation. Especially if you've been through alcoholism or domestic violence or some kind of trauma, which I have yet to find a person that hasn't, and I need that. I need proof. Um, Downfalls are sometimes what builds character. Molly Golightly said that. Marissa, Molly Golightly. She said that earlier today, and I reckon it's the truth, you know? It builds character, and we can all, yeah, come together for Magnolia. We support Magnolia. Oh, here's him doxing somebody, a supporter that doesn't like JLR, doxing her for issues back in the past. She ruined Christmas. That's manipulation 101, just trying to fish any kind of response. God, you're pathetic. Oh, wow. Is this a JLR supporter? I, I'm nosy. I like to get into it. Classic abuser tactic, only this time he knows exactly what he did. What he did was a final straw. He was reeking of desperation. He said he ruined Christmas. Nah, bro. You putting your hands on someone emotionally, mentally, and physically abusing someone is what ruined Christmas. Thank you. She ruined Christmas. Typical abusive behavior. Mm. Hugs. Hugs and love to Magnolia. Really. That's sad. I know. I know it is. Oh, thank you, Nikita, for the cash app. You're amazing. Thank you. Is that text before or after he hit her? Let me see if I can see the date on it. This was after he hit her. Yeah, I believe it's after he hit her. I am crying nonstop. You're crying, JLR, but you can't handle people commenting on your public shit. You know what I mean? I can't. I really can't. It's disgusting. So my heart goes out to Magnolia. Let me see. Let me pull up the next video. There's some funny videos. Not funny, but funny, if you know what I mean. Oh, this. Oh, this is what a mentally ill fake stalker looks like. Fangirl. Kiss my white ass. White lives matter. And is holding a black baby. Hey, Diana C. Good to see you, girl. Happy Easter to you, too. Thank you for being here. He was crying nonstop for himself. The thought of calling her. He knew. He knew he fucked up. I bet you he beat her, got in that car, and was like, damn, she's gonna call police. Or maybe he didn't. Maybe he thought she would forgive him. You know what I mean? He's a very disturbed person. Yeah. Thank you, Nikita. That was you on the Cash App. Happy Easter to you too. Thank you for supporting. Anyone knows why he wears the long sleeves all the time? He suffered with anorexia. So I think it has something to do with that. Does anyone know if the fight was alcohol related? I don't think JLR drinks. And even if Magnolia did, okay, fair. Maybe someone started a fight, but he's the one who beat her, you know? I don't think JLR drinks. He's trying to manipulate the record so it looks like he's a victim when the cops take his phone. Exactly. Yeah, Jonathan. Creepy. I'm having the sads and it's all your fault. No, it is. It's sad. Don't be sad. We're here to come together. That's why if a creator you know is being canceled or suspended or blocked off of X or YouTube, hey Melly, that is well, that's what I mean, the baby doll. um, maybe he a cutter. Oh my God. I didn't think of that. Wow. Magnolia seemed a little tipsy on one of their lives once. Listen, I'm pretty sure when Magnolia came into the picture, I think JLR only had like 100,000 subs. And she worked to build him up on that. Yeah, I have to see that. I haven't seen any videos of that. He likes a shock factor of the people's reactions. Thank you, Sandra. Don't matter who started it or why, there's absolutely no excuse for the physical violence, and never should a man hit a woman. Yeah, no. I grew up in a really good parental house home where my dad was exactly who he should have been. I absolutely love him. I'd give my life for him. I don't even think he's ever yelled at me, which could explain a lot, but um he just doesn't believe in getting like that with women and putting a hands. He would always say, like, pick on someone your own size, right? Like when men would hit women, he'd be like, I don't understand why they don't pick on someone their own size. Like, find a man to do that with. Like that was like my dad. Um, so I will never understand. I'll show you guys the pictures too. They're kind of brutal. Makes me sad. But it's Easter. So let's not be sad. We have to stay strong for Magnolia and support her, you know? It's important. It's important, especially with him shutting down pages. These are the pictures of when he beat her. Trigger warning. Hey, looking beyond, good to see you. Did you see Savannah's? Yeah, well, we should play that. His arms have a skin condition, discoloration. Really? Just his arms? Not his legs? Because he looks like he has a good tan on his legs. Is that blood? Yeah. This is from the bathroom when he beat Magnolia. Doesn't this remind you of the Koberger case? Remember the blood dripping down the walls? I literally got triggered by this. I was like, oh, Idaho 4. We covered the pictures here. We covered the crime scene photos and we were like, respectfully, we covered them here. But this, I was like, oh, the blood dripping in the walls. Go back and check my Idaho playlist if you didn't see those pictures. And if you're interested, you'll see what I mean, the comparison. I didn't pull them up. I should have. But there was like blood dripping all over the walls. Yeah. He broke it in 2 places. Yeah, she needed surgery, Rona. I know. Doesn't this anger you? It does. I'm like, really? Pick on someone your own size. Oh, here's where he said, answer the phone. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Canceled call. Hello, Magnolia. Where are you at? We need to talk. Magnolia, where are you? Well, I don't think she wants to talk with you after you did this to her nose. Am I not saying it right, Rhonda? Or is it Rhonda? Is it Rhonda? Let me know. I don't want to keep getting it. Yeah, Adrian. He is. Mm-hmm. I know. So did I say it right? Or no? Let me know. Anyways, those posts are yeah, we'll look at Guthrie's, but let's play a few videos. I wanted to show you guys a few videos that I saved. Oh, I have played this one again before, but this one's good. A little backstory, this Marine vet lived by the laundries and JLR was trespassing on his property, peeking in his windows and a vehicle. JLR provoked the man when confronted. JLR was pushed and JLR called the law on the Marine. The Marine was placed under arrest. That is JLR's MO, rage bait, come into a neighborhood and cause disturbance. The person heard screaming with JLR has 2 DUIs and 18 arrests. Ooh, this one's rough.
The whole world's watching you. You just assaulted me on camera.
Right, I did.
You did. You're going to jail. You just assaulted me on camera.
Don't worry about it.
You're come on my property on camera.
You're going to get your ass
assaulted me
beat.
on camera. You are going to jail. I'm pressing charges.
I don't give
You
a fuck.
assaulted me where everyone was watching. You are going to jail. You came over and assaulted me.
What property was he on?
You're going to prison.
Good.
This is
I'm pressing charges on you,
Don't
pal.
come on my
I'm
shit
pressing
no
charges.
more.
The whole world's watching
and
you.
you-
You just
did you-
assaulted
did
me
you-
on
did you-
camera.
You're right, I did.
You
Did
did.
you-
You're
did
going to jail.
Did you ask
just
them to
assaulted
leave
me
your
on
property
camera.
before you
Don't
did
worry
your
about it.
assault?
Just
You
assaulted
come on my
me
property
on
again,
camera.
you're going to
You
get your ass
assaulted me
beat.
on camera.
Is this what true crime is about? No, honestly. You what w- I can't imagine going and standing out and I'm wild. And I can't imagine going outside a victim's house and just posting up. And then this, you guys, I can't. It's like, how is this allowed? And this is exactly what he tried to do to Nerdy. He tried to rage bait Nerdy by showing up at the airport, meeting him at the escalator, and Nerdy could have been like, I'm taking you out. Pow pow in the face, like with his fist. That's what he really wanted, I think, so that he could bring Nerdy down. This is what he does. He's done this to so many people, victims. You can't be a true crime junkie and say that you're here for the victims if this is okay. I'm sorry, you can't. I have been into true crime for my whole life. I don't grift like this either. I don't need to. It's easier for him to blend into the scene or situation.
You are going to jail. I'm pressing charges.
I don't give
You
a fuck.
assaulted me where everyone was watching. You are going to jail. You came over and assaulted me.
What property was he on?
Charges.
I don't get it. I don't get it. And maybe I never will, you know? But this is okay too.
You have your own audience, but you're inside in your brain, man. You insane, man. You're insane inside your brain. Internet troll, man. I know your name. You're sending me nasty emails and calling me names. In words, so have you heard? I heard everything, man. Internet troll, you don't have no soul. I wonder if your wife know that your soul is so cold. I wonder if your husband know that your mouth is just hot. I wonder if your children know you are a TikTok. You are bomb man about to go off. I can't imagine how you conduct yourself in your home if you acting this way on the internet every single day. Hey, you come not for son. You think I'm gonna run, man? You coming for everybody. Internet troll. You have no soul. You have no body.
Internet troll, you have no soul. I once went to a therapist like many, many moons ago, years. That told me like that people who do this kind of shit, it's like an alternate personality. Like he's talking about himself, but he don't see it, you know? narcissistic. He has schizophrenia. He has bipolar disorder, a mix of all of that without being mentally well and monitored does make you think that your actions are quote unquote normal. And I think, like, are you talking about yourself here? I think I played this video in the last live. I don't remember. There's been so many. But this is just
You're not even friendly, like Casper the friendly ghost. You just a ghost. You insult everybody, but most of the time you're posting stuff that you have heard, stuff you got from the internet, man. That have you heard? Most of it's not true, and I feel sorry for you. Internet troll, you have no soul.
internet troll, you have no soul. You're the internet troll who has no soul for taking down channels. Hey, ATS, your face says it all. ATS played this on her channel yesterday too. I think I played it before, but I can't remember. Anyways, sub up to my girl ATS. She's dope. ATS news. Your face says that. I'm not impressed with him as a rapper. I'm really not. We're gonna play some more rapping videos. Let's get into those actually. Actually, I got a lot of funny videos. I know. Not that we need to, Magnolia is still important here, but I also think it's funny to laugh at JLR's dumbass shit. Oh, this is when he pissed off because he has beef with United Cajun Navy. He was like defaming them. I don't remember what case it was on, but he also threatened to show mugshots and go, please be aware all of the parents of children. Oh, it was a Sebastian Rogers case. Okay, so this is a clip when he acts like he's dissing on the
We're talking about United Cajun Navy airboat, as if they're about to do some sort of water searches and stuff. Like, no, they're not. And if they do anything, it's all for show. So I know some people might say, oh yeah, they are out there, whatever. It's all for show. You know what? They put a post last night. I'm going to show you.
What are you doing outside Nancy's house? Isn't that all for show? I'm screaming in my head. Like, how do people support this? Him doxing people, trying to get people's channels deleted. How can you claim you're a changed person? And you have a history of this. Like going back to Summer Wells' case. He has a history of doing this to victims and their families in the public on YouTube. That's why in every single live, I say this is content that YouTube themselves have allowed. It's just...
This is ridiculous too. This is crazy. They put a post last night where they talked to Burton Skaggs, or Burton Skaggs, one of a local reporter. I like his stuff. And he tweeted out, he said, I've been in contact with the United Cajun Navy. Now, stress and point, we're talking about United Cajun Navy. There's multiple Cajun Navies. There's actually some good Cajun Navies out there. Cajun Navy 216, they called out the United Cajun Navy. But he said, I've been in contact with the United Cajun Navy. They will be updating after searches are complete as to not attract crowds, which might overstimulate their canines. That's crazy, folks. So basically what they're saying is they're going to have secret searches, but they don't want anyone to know their searches because they don't want to disrupt their canines.
And what are you doing? Sitting in your car outside Nancy's house, disturbing the neighborhood, disturbing the peace. Basically acting like you're going to find Nancy back at her doorstep. Like the killer just dropped her back off. Like, here you go. with a bag of candies. Like, here you go. We brought her back. We're done with her. Here you go. When that whole neighborhood is probably on watch. You know what I mean?
And then afterward, they'll tell you about the searches. Oh, we searched here, but we can't.
And he's in his car here.
Tell you where the searches are. You can't live stream the searches. These are all on federal land, all over the place, right? Well, yeah, Rockland.
How the hell does YouTube allow this? I know. It's mind-blowing. Let me see. Before we get to the funny videos, I think that was it. I have him rapping, but I'll show that on YouTube. Oh, this is funny. He was passing out flyers for Nancy Guthrie, and he went up to someone to give them a flyer, and that person was asking him about domestic violence. It's kind of funny. He was like getting trolled without, I think, the person knowing. Or maybe the person knew. I don't know. And they were trolling. Watch this.
Did you get a flyer?
I did not.
Nancy Guthrie's missing. Please take a flyer.
Yes, actually, I've been seeing that everywhere.
You've been seeing it?
Well, the flyer, yeah, and I saw it on the news. But I have a question for you guys.
Yes, sir.
Do you guys have any idea of a lawyer or some kind of legal advice I could get for being wrongly accused of a DV charge?
Really? No.
Yeah, I was assaulted in an ex-girlfriend's apartment by her best friend, and then the next thing you know, I went to Walmart, reported it to the Yaqui Tribe Police, and then I went back to the apartment to get my wallet to go to the hospital, so I can, be identified who I am in case something did happen with my leg or anything else. And sure enough, they arrested me.
They arrested you. I would suggest legal services, public defender's office.
They can't do anything until a judge appoints me.
Pro se lawsuit. Pro se. File lawsuit.
File a lawsuit. So someone confronts him about domestic violence, and that's what he says. But he doesn't say, hey, I'm going through the same thing. Yeah, I might be able to help you out. Now, is this person trolling or for real? I don't know. They seem like they're for real.
Here. Take them. Thank you. Nancy. Oh!
Isn't that wild? Yeah, he would suggest that. Of course. This first video is I'm sorry, I'm already laughing. This one is like just a little bit of background on some situation. This one's by Nini. Well, shout out to you, Nini. Thanks for making this video. It's like you're like, we can't see Melanie. Put it up on my screen. All right. I'll put it up on the screen.
Lee Riches, a prolific serial fraudster and also someone who pretended to be the uncle of the Sandy Hook killer. Gabby appeared in the music video representing the children lost that day. He also holds the world record for most lawsuits ever made. He started videoing this neighbor through his house until the guy lost his shit, and now Riches has now threatened to sue him.
Prison, buddy. Okay. You're going to prison. Call 911. You're going to prison. 911.
That's the video we just watched.
The laundry home has been under siege since Gabby Petito's homicide and Brian's disappearance.
Come out and cooperate with authorities.
Where is your son?
Constant protests have the whole street on edge, and it finally reached the boiling point after one neighbor had a meltdown, accusing a protester of trespassing.
These are the celebrities he has tried suing, including Holocaust survivors.
We've already covered that. He tried to sue Holocaust survivors.
He is also a racist and mocked George Floyd after he was murdered.
Ooh, George Floyd, don't even get me started.
And also handles potential evidence with no gloves on.
This was Gabby Petito's water bottle. That was by Justice for Gabby, but Nini posted it on YouTube. And then this is a disturbing video of him with the dial soap. Let's put something funny in there, shall we? Wait till you see this, guys. I was like, what the hell? For real. Oh.
Hello. I like to feel 100% clean for whatever I do. And I like a soap that does too. That's why I use Dial. You see, Dial soap makes me feel 100% clean all over. And Dial's special deodorant protection helps me take care of that clean, fresh feeling throughout my day. I like feeling clean and fresh. And who knows more about that than Dial?
I have nothing to say about that. Could you tell? Could you tell by the look on my face? Hey, badass. Oh my God, badass. We support you, badass. I just showed he planted that mug with G on it at Nancy's. No, here's badass. Badass is who I was talking about earlier. When I said justice for my friend, remember I said he was canceling and trying to get people suspended, la la la. Yes, everyone, we need to stand together. Thanks, badass, for being here. I hope you're okay with me showing your post earlier. I can't wait for you to get back on X too. Bruh, I don't know. I called Dial Up 1-800 Dial Soap and they were like, we want nothing to do with that. They were like, we don't want anything to do with that. No, really. They were like, that man does not promote us. This was, remember the post earlier from Badass? Thank you so much. Yes, we support you. Let me know what I can do to help. You should DM me. Yeah. Yeah. Dial's like, no, we don't want him promoting our shit. Okay. I always get a little sad when I talk about Summer Wells. You know, the Summer Wells and Harmony Montgomery cases, I get a little emotional about. Okay. Come on now. Aren't those two of the most repulsive cases? And Summer Wells' body hasn't even been found. So this next video, I'm telling you this because there is a teacher who was really good to Summer Wells and Summer loved her. And JLR found out about her and reported her. She was one of the few people in Summer Wells' life. And he makes a report to DCS on this person who loves Summer Wells and cares for Summer Wells on Summer Wells' birthday. And that did it for me. I'm just like, I cannot do this anymore with JLR. Watch this video. On February 4th, 2023, Summer Wells' 7th birthday, Jonathan Lee Riches irresponsibly contacted DCS on someone who seemed to be a very loving person in her life.
Whenever I was helping teach Sabbath school, she was in my lap. And sometimes it was hard to teach because she wanted to be in my lap, holding me and hugging me. I just discovered that it was actually easier for me just to hold her and let her love on me and hug me and teach with her on me than it was to make her sit in a chair.
Robin Lane tells me she had a close bond with some.
That's who you called DCS on? JLR, you should be ashamed of yourself. Listen to how she's talking about Summer Wells, who didn't have that at home. A teacher.
She was a helper. She loved to help. She loved to love on us. And I just loved her little arms around my neck all the time. They, of course, were just shattered and just confused, as was I.
Lane says police wouldn't allow them to assist in the search.
And then we had to go home, and it was really hard driving home with her not being found. Helicopters everywhere, search dogs everywhere, police everywhere, and there's nothing that you can do to help.
And then Don and Candace Wells walk out of the hospital, it looks like, and then these two children are with Don and Candace Wells, and they release balloons into the air. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with children around Don and Candace Wells. I have a problem with that. I don't think any child is safe around Don and Candace Wells. I believe the child used in that video was one of Robin Lane's children. I don't know how many children she has, but I believe it was her child. One of them in that video. Or Robin Lane brought the children there to be used as propaganda pieces in a video. I actually reported that video to Tennessee Department of Children's Families, aka 𝗝𝗶HS, the agency that took the Wells boys away. I reported. Check it out. Tennessee Public Records request to Christy Mons, head of the Tennessee Department of Children's and Families, the individual handling Don and Candace Wells' child custody case with their boys. Under the Tennessee Public Records Act, I am requesting all records of Candace Wells associating with and hugging Robin Lane's minor child. Seen in this Summer Wells video. No child is safe around Candace and Don Wells.
These tragedy pimps need to be held accountable for the many times they waste valuable resources such as DCS and law enforcement and the judicial system too. Because with 4,000 lawsuits, someone had to review them. Wasn't us, baby. And if it was, we'd be getting paid for it. You know what I mean?
It's been 1.5 years, 599 days today.
This is the person he reported right here in the video.
Yes, and we're still keeping the faith, and we want to encourage you guys do that too. Keep praying, keep seeking God in this, and yes, and we want to say too, happy birthday, Summer, and we hope you see this real soon.
Amen. Love you, Summer. Hope you not wait to get a hug from you, little girl.
That's who he reported. The maybe one good person that was safe in Summer Wells' life. That should disgust everybody in the true crime community. That was made by Chronicles of the Shady. He's foul, repulsive. I might throw up. He's evil. Let me see what badass said. That cup was bought off Amazon and never used it brand new. Okay, let me go back to your comment. I don't want to miss what you're saying. Most of the 10 years he did in federal prison were at Federal Medical Center. That is a psych ward. We played the video with his mental health issues. I know, doesn't that make you guys sad? With the Summer Wells? I'm very touchy about that case. I'm just I think it's it's like the Sebastian Rogers case, you know? Let's watch something funny now. I know, lots of emotions. This is when he saw an alligator. I think this is by Chronicles of the Shady too.
See anything? Whoa, there's a huge, whoa.
Slow down for entertainment purposes only.
Whoa, there's a huge, whoa. That was an alligator, man. Whoa, that was a big alligator. You saw that?
Or it could be a shoe that JLR threw in the water. Who knows with him? It's supposed to be funny.
Whoa, they saw that thing come right out. That was an alligator just perched there. that was kind of scary. Had to be an alligator over there. Like right in there. Sure, the family wants some answers. Well, of course they want answers. I don't know. Sometimes when you're walking, like I've been doing, your mind just thinks different things. Like, of course the family wants answers. I don't know why I said that. Sometimes I just shoot out of my mouth.
Yeah, sometimes you do shoot out of your mouth. Yeah, I know. It's like, damn it, alligator, you missed your meal.
Because I'm just like talking. I'm just like,
Anyways, I thought that was funny. We needed some funny after the summer wells. I have a video of him being a rapper and then him harassing Turtle Boy also. Which, regardless of how you feel about Turtle Boy and the Karen Reed case, we saw what he did to Karen Reed. So now let's see what he does to. I'm gonna mute some of the rap just for YouTube purposes. Really? Like, really? Did I miss anything? Most of the years he didn't. Not sure anyone. He cannot sue anyone without a judge's permission. You're right, badass. He can't. He can't. I actually did talk to my lawyer about that. I was interested in the logistics behind that.
Yo, I'm the artist, not Ron, but John, I'm the hardest. Come at me, I'm the smartest. I'm real, steal your identity, so guard it. See what the fuck you started? My cardio like Super Mario, this ain't no game, bro, like an Atari, yo. You sorry, slow. I'm fast like Mario Andretti. Hands ready. I'm the Duran Duran of scams, the Claude Van Damme of fraud. Log in to continue. The saga continues. Yo, people make anonymous tips to my PO. I gotta tiptoe. I can't be me, bro. They call me a bully like Debo, but the only bullying I'm doing is on thieves, yo.
So you're admitting you're a bully. That's cool. I thought raps were supposed to be about drugs, big booties, and money. Anyways, I'm not impressed. That's why I wanted to play that. I'm not impressed. Not impressed at all. Next video. Oh, this is him harassing Turtle Boy, and then we're gonna watch a victim speak out about JLR in a live from. Let me give you a date. This is from I think a couple years ago, or I don't know. Maybe it's recent. Let me play the Turtle Boy video.
An army coming.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah. Don't touch my phone, lady.
Don't get in my face.
You're going to prison, Turtle Boy.
Probably
Turtle
not.
Boy, you're going to prison.
I don't know.
Shame
I don't
on
think
you
I
for
am.
what you did to the O'Keefe family.
We're fighting for
Shame
justice
on
for the
you
O'Keefe
what
family.
you did to the
Shame on
O'Keefe
Jennifer
family.
McCabe.
You're going to prison
Shame
for a
on
long
Jennifer
time.
McCabe for
You're
what
going to
she
prison
did.
for a long
No,
time. We're coming.
You've been to prison.
We're coming.
Haven't you? Oh,
Yes,
I go
Turtle Boy's like, you've been to prison, haven't you? Yeah, Elsmeyer, it changed. Why is he so proud of scamming people and raps about it, bullying people and suing people? So if he sues us, badass, we're going to bring these videos into court. Serial scammers do not change. They are the best at deceiving you, which is how they successfully scam you to begin with. Claiming they have change is just another scam. Thank you. Thank you. He's out of control. Out of absolute control. Why is it the little guys, the weirdos acting tough?
You're going. You're going. You're going.
Prison boy.
You're going to prison.
Prison boy. I got a little prison boy here. Look at him. Look at him. Look at prison boy. Look at prison boy.
Look at Aiden.
Prison boy.
You're going to prison. You're going to prison, Aiden.
There
You're
he is.
going to prison.
Prison
Bubba
boy.
is waiting for
There he
you,
is.
Aiden. Bubba
There
is
he
waiting
is.
for you. We're
There
gonna
he
be here
is. Prison
every day at your
boy.
trial, Aiden.
There he is.
We're gonna be here every day at your
Oh.
trial, Aiden. Don't push me.
Woo-hoo.
Don't push me. I'll press charges.
Oh, he's scared of a girl. He's scared of a girl. Oh, what a... he's so mad. He's so mad.
You're going to prison.
Oh, he's so mad. He's so mad. He's so mad. Oh, it sounds spicy. I don't think I am. I don't think I am.
Shame on you for what you did
Yeah.
to the Keith family.
Yeah.
Shame on you for what you did to the Keith family. Aiden, shame on you for what you did to the Keith family. You're going to prison.
Yeah, you should probably learn their name, buddy. It's actually O'Keefe. O'Keefe. I don't know. I don't think he cares that much. I don't think he cares that much. Oh, he's coming to my house.
So this is okay. This is okay. What he did to Vicky White at her gravesite. We're gonna play that video again. I know it's disturbing, but people need to see what he did to Gabby Petito, Summer Wells. I can't.
Oh, he's coming. He's coming. Witness intimidation. Witness. You know, it's witness intimidation.
Your mom's name is Mary Mullane.
Oh no, he's going to my mom's house. He says he's going to my mom's house. Yep. You might want to pick up your pants there.
Listen, I live in California. I dare you to show up at my doorstep at JLR, because it would not be pretty sight.
Yeah. Aiden, you're going to prison.
Look at his pants.
You're going to prison, clown.
They all
Clown,
look like
you're
this.
going to prison,
I want you guys to look at his shoes.
You are going to
Those are
prison,
Walmart
clown.
brand shoes.
You're going to
Those are
prison,
Walmart
clown.
brand
Clown,
shoes.
you're going
Look
to
at
prison.
this. Your flies
Clown, you're going to prison. You're going to prison.
Who is this guy?
You're going to prison. Shame on you for what you did. We're going to be back. We're coming back, Aiden. Shame on you. We're going to come back. You're out on bond. You're out on bond. You're going to be violent. He's out on bond. He's on bond. He's on bond.
JLR, you just got off of 5-year probation. Chill out. Like, chill out.
He's on bond.
Look at his pants. Look at his pants. Look at those things.
He's on bond. He's a danger. He's a danger. Okay, you're going to prison.
I'm really not, but okay.
See you soon.
Bye.
See you soon.
Bye. Pull your pants up. Pull your pants up. Okay, so that was fun. Just another day in the life. Just another day in the life. I don't know. That's some YouTube guy. I don't even know who the hell he is. The first time hearing this guy. Yeah, that's a Glaire's buddy. So anyway, just wanted that on video. See you guys tonight. Peace.
So that's when he went after Turtle Boy. Yeah, I know, badass. I know he would. He just wants to do all this online bullying. But I know if it came down to being in real life, he wouldn't be down. Trust me. Did the same to many others. Yeah, I know. This is all he knows how to do. I really think people believe JLR did change because of the Magnolia, and she seemed, that's what I'm saying. She helped him grow his channel. She defended him. I found some old posts, and I'm not going to show them because I'm not here to take from what Magnolia went through. There's a lot of posts where she defended him in the past about his past. I'll see if I can pull it up. And it just goes to show, you know, she was a good woman to him. This next one is the Fed's looking at JLR and he wants to go to war. This is by Shay's Place. These are just like short clips that I wanted to share that I thought were great.
Video is about JLR's obsession with mass puppeteer James Holmes. He had a obsession with him. He got in trouble for him because he was out here doing more crime. Now, he wasn't just reporting. He actually committed mail fraud. Now, I know this is just one of the minor things that he did. Well, I mean, it wasn't minor. It was a federal crime. But he's got a lot more disgusting things that he has done besides this. This is just the beginning, guys. And for anyone out there that says this is old news, of course it's old news, but our new viewers deserves to know.
A man may be in big trouble for tampering with mail belonging to James Holmes. We found him bragging about it online, and we asked the feds about it. They suspect fraud and confirm they're investigating where the suspect's mail may be going now. Reported James Holmes had ammunition and tactical gear sent to his apartment in Aurora. But now someone else, hundreds of miles away, may be getting his mail. That's this man who was just released from federal prison in April after serving 10 years for wire fraud. His name is Jonathan Lee Riches. He's notorious for filing thousands of bogus lawsuits against celebrities, and he may have filed bogus motions in the Holmes case too. This week, we noticed Riches posted this Facebook photo of a magazine addressed to Holmes. The yellow mail forwarding sticker shows an address in Pennsylvania where Riches lives. We contacted postal inspectors about it. They checked it out and told 9 Wants to Know they think the stickers are real. There is now a criminal investigation. Denver-based postal inspector Pamela Durkee said in a statement, a change of address for Holmes had been filed that may be fraudulent. Upon hearing this, we immediately notified the Postal Service and the forwarding order was canceled. In the meantime, Riches has been posting some very odd YouTube videos about James Holmes and appears to be quite...
Is everyone here disturbed? He's obsessed with James Holmes. He made dolls and slept with them. Turtle Boy had him real bothered. I know. Melly, you can beat me up. We don't condone violence here. But okay, looking beyond. Is it all for clout? No. Yes, I think it's all for clout, but I think he has for real mental health issues. It needs to be institutionalized.
Obsessed with the suspect. He was even acknowledged by the Guinness World Book of Records for filing the world's most lawsuits after that.
That's actually not true. I don't know where that came from, but it's not true. They didn't. It was like a rumor that he was the most litigious because he has been, but they didn't like give him that title.
That Riches sued Guinness. They have no idea yet, at least the feds have no idea yet, on when or how long Holmes's mail has been forwarded, but the date on this magazine that was posted on Facebook is August 21st. Either this guy is a prankster or he is actually forwarding this mail here. Either way, he's got the attention of the Fed.
And so, yeah, he did do that. That was absolutely him. Follow along for more. This is just one of the many, many, many things that Jonathan Lee Riches has done. But before we leave, I want to show you this.
I am feeling the effects of masculinity. I am feeling the effects of masculinity right now. I feel the testosterone. I want to go to war. I want a lightsaber. I'm a man. War!
I had not seen that part before. I'm very disturbed. I'm just showing you guys. You guys be the judge. You guys we're in America here. You're entitled to your opinions. And I want to know what you guys think about all of this.
I am feeling the effects of masculinity right now. I feel the testosterone. I want to go to war. I want a lightsaber. I'm a man. War.
That is Jonathan Lee Riches, a YouTuber that covers missing children and adult crime cases. But for those of you that doesn't know, he has a very, very dark past. And we're going to go back a few years and we're going to see some of the things that started getting him the notoriety that he has today. Now, for those of you that say
exactly, badass, and I say this at the beginning of every single live, he posted all of these videos on the YouTube platform. Therefore, YouTube should not be deleting anyone's channels except his, and then maybe asking others to delete it. He himself posted all of these videos, all of the pictures. No one went in his house, waterboarded him, and made these videos against his will. No one. No one's forcing him to camp out at Nancy Guthrie's house for 64 days. He's not a journalist. He's not Brian Entin. He's not a policeman. He has no reason to even be getting involved with the police, respectfully, other than for his own crimes.
Well, he's doing good now? Well, no, he has not.
Really understand how Jonathan got to this trolling parasite entity that he is now. We're gonna have to go back to the beginning, and everything that I'm reading, the articles will be referenced in the description under this video. Some of the articles are no longer available, but their newspaper or their affiliate will be linked also. In the early 2000s, when the less affluent, the technologically unsophisticated, and the simply reluctant masses were just starting to find their bearings online, Jonathan Lee Riches helped develop the identity theft technique known as phishing. He was in his mid-20s, living in Florida, and collaborating with teenage chat room acquaintances in Texas, who used spam emails to trick victims into disclosing personal information.
Are you guys freaking out? Had you seen this? Anybody, everybody, hello? This is wild. I'm rewinding. This is how he got to prison.
Florida, and collaborating with teenage chat room acquaintances in Texas, who used spam emails to trick victims into disclosing personal information. Rich's role was to monetize the data, which he accomplished by seamlessly navigating the online and offline worlds. In contemporaneous news accounts, investigators describe the way Riches would stroll into a bank, flash fake identification, and coolly impersonate his mark, convincing tellers to hand over thousands of dollars in cash. The consequences reverberated.
And this is just one of the many things that I'll be reporting on. And people, certain ones, wanted to come after me for talking about Jonathan Lee Riches and saying, oh, he's changed. Well, he hasn't changed if he's hurting his girlfriend, you know?
By the estimate of the FBI, the group charged more than $1.4 million to accounts opened in the names of about 2,000 people. Rich's own parents, who live in a small town in Pennsylvania, served probation for failing to fully cooperate with investigators. He was sentenced to 125 months in prison for fraud and conspiracy. Riches kept up a steady legal correspondence on his case. In March of 2006, from a medium security prison in South Carolina, he filed a motion seeking the return of confiscated assets, including 23 new PlayStation video games, a commemorative Super Bowl football, 60...
Exactly. Badass. Every person sending him their phone number for him to call him on his lives are at risk of being hacked and destroyed. Yes. Yes. And everyone's sending him money. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Their bank accounts drained. It's not like how he forgot to do this. He just found a better way. You guys, it's deceiving people. He has not changed. He's a changed person. He wouldn't have beat Magnolia. He wouldn't be doing any of this. Even if stuff was coming out and people were showing things, if he was a good changed person, he wouldn't be trying to get people shut down, leaving Magnolia for dead. It's like I said earlier, remember when I read to you guys the quote that sure, everyone has a past, but it's repeated things done that make a difference.
6 new shirts with tags. I wonder if they all said media. A plunger, a subwoofer, and a box of life vests.
JLR is a hacker. He can get past security software. I guess maybe depending on specific ones, but he knows how to get past some of those.
What you're hearing is the beginnings part of when he was charged with war fraud. This is the details of what he did. So if you want to come after me for reporting who's in this community, feel free.
Document drew little attention or sympathy, and a judge ordered the items forfeited to the FBI for donation to Goodwill. In hindsight, though, his signature on the sworn statement, Jonathan Lee Riches with the copyright symbol at the end, signified the start of an improvisatory publicity campaign. He used the copyright symbol that same month in a 9-page conspiracy complaint seeking damages of almost $400 trillion, backed by gold or silver. Filing his suit in the Eastern District of Pennsylvania, he named several hundred defendants, including President Bush, Pope Benedict XVI, Bill Gates, and Kofi Annan. Rich's lawsuit was eventually dismissed on the grounds of felony.
And just wait till you hear what was reported, and it is public knowledge of what he did in prison. Unbelievable.
Failure to pay a $250 filing fee. But a more pretentious result did emerge. His work had been sucked into the internet slipstream with viral results. At this point, we are in the middle of 2006. At this point, his image...
You guys, we're in 2026. I know, it's hard to believe. 20 years ago, he was still doing this harassing, shady behavior. What's that quote? What's good for the goose is good for listen, fine. If people want to overlook JLR's history, then like I said before, I don't want to hear anything about myself or anyone else's past or anything. You stay supporting, and I don't mean you guys in general, I mean the people supporting JLR. Stay supporting. I don't want to hear you bitching later about other people, because you're supporting, you have a choice. We have a choice here to make people. Ellie, I'm sorry you went through that. I did see your comment. Terrible this. I have stage 3 cancer and live in the UK and had to stay offline because his chat attacked me over a photo of Alex smoking, holding a sign. Well, I don't have anything personal against, I didn't even know who that was before this. But I would not be in any victim's neighborhood smoking my weed. There's a time and place for everything. I mean, hello.
Which begins to appear regularly on legal blogs such as Dreadnought, Above the Law, and even the hard-hitting Smoking Gun. One blogger called him America's favorite serial litigant. Over the next 6 years, he became a world-class irritant by filing absurd, frivolous pro se lawsuits. He filed thousands of them against anyone and everyone. The Kardashians, Kanye West, whom Rich is accused of running a secret Al-Qaeda camp, Belichick, Michael Vick, anyone. So prolific a litigant was Rich's that he became a one-man burden on the federal court system, a troll tagging the docket forever.
I wouldn't okay, yeah, everyone has a past. Exactly, badass. People do not research him. They just believe the lines others blindly repeat of he's changed. I'm sorry. If someone's saying that Magnolia is lying and defending him, and you're right, there's two sides to every story. I recognize that. I play devil's advocate all the time on here. I try to look at all sides. Like I said, her role in this does not negate what he did.
In 2010, federal prosecutors won an unprecedented and possibly unconstitutional nationwide injunction against him to prevent him from suing, claiming that if he weren't stopped, the government would suffer irreparable harm. Rich's
I am feeling the effects of masculinity right now. I feel the testosterone. I want to go to war! I want a lightsaber!
This is like a video someone makes before they go shoot up a school or something.
I'm a man! War!
Haven't you always felt just something a little off with him?
Immediately bypassed the injunction by slipping a batch of lawsuits to a soon-to-be released inmate to file on the outside for him. The prison cracked down hard after this. No paper in his cell, no stamps. This only caused Jonathan to go on a hunger strike in protest.
It's not uncommon for prisoners to go on a hunger strike if they feel like their civil rights were violated. However, none of his civil rights were violated.
After 22 days, the warden had him force-fed through a tube. This just shows his dedication to misinformation. Jonathan was different. He trolled harder, unafraid to use his name and face, often no stamps. This only caused Jonathan to go on a hunger strike in protest. After 22 days, the warden had him force-fed through a tube. This just shows his dedication to misinformation. Jonathan was different. He trolled harder, unafraid to use his name and face, often shunning a keyboard in favor of real-world trickery, all of which made him a more effective hoaxer. Now, I obviously cannot mention every single lawsuit because there are thousands, but the next couple I think are very important to mention. I would say it helps us understand Jonathan, but I don't think there's any understanding this guy. But it gives us some insight into the type of individual that Jonathan is, and it shows us the lengths that this man will go to effectively hoax, troll, parasite a situation.
I am feeling the effects of masculinity right now. I feel the testosterone. I want to go to war. I want a lightsaber. I'm a man. War.
I don't even know what to say. I really don't. What did the world? This one's gonna give me nightmares. Don't sue me for your nightmares, okay? Okay. I have this one's a 6-minute clip. The documented pattern. Was that? I don't know if that was Deets that I just played. Was it? Did it sound like her? I love me some Deets. It might have been Deets, but it was posted by 𝗍𝗲. So shout out to Deets. I haven't seen Deets in a minute. I'll have to go find her.
Three days after the Sandy Hook Elementary School massacre, where 21st graders and 6 staff members were killed, Riches traveled to Newton, Connecticut. According
So JLR pretends to be a man that killed children. How do people support that? I won't get over that.
to local authorities and court filings, he attended a memorial while falsely claiming to be the uncle of the gunman, Adam Lanza. He identified himself as Jonathan Lanza and made unsubstantiated claims about the shooter's mental health. Those claims were quickly debunked. Days later, he posted a YouTube video of the trip. In the clip, he attempted to approach the Lanza home before being stopped by a police blockade. As reported by the New Haven Register, Riches said, "We are truth seekers, and we're going to find out why Adam was mind-controlled and manipulated to go in and allegedly shoot little kids in Sandy Hook Elementary School, and why this happened." A few weeks later, he was arrested for violating the terms of his probation by crossing state lines. After that, the hoax lawsuits continued. In March 2016, Riches filed a civil action against Representative Gabrielle Giffords, posing as Jared Loughner, the man who shot her and killed 6 people several years earlier. According to the criminal complaint, he sought $25 million. Riches pleaded guilty to a charge of making false statements, according to court records, and was sentenced to 5 years probation.
That right there, making false statements, any platform should be able to, AI or not, running through their system. I don't know why. He makes money for YouTube, I guess, but I originally subbed and joined his channel. I didn't know him before Nancy got the case. I immediately unsubbed after seeing these things. Who's this guy? JLR Investigates. It was Deets. Yeah, I know. I recognized her voice. Whack job. Can say that again. I think he made a deal with the devil. Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
During Bill Cosby's trial in September of 2016, he showed up in court repeatedly, offering the disgraced rapist Jello each time he entered. Weeks later, he surfaced in Florida alongside then gubernatorial hopeful Andrew Gilliam, posing as a Black Lives Matter protester. Some of his most audacious acts come from disguising himself as both a Muslim and Jewish attendee at political events, including rallies for now President Donald Trump. And he'll,
you know, I'm a very spiritual person. I believe 1000% in karma, but I also believe in running into the wrong people. Yeah, exactly, Chris. He's going to have a big surprise someday.
Hillary Clinton. He confirmed to the Huffington Post he was an atheist from a Christian family and confirmed at the time he didn't practice any religion. In 2019, he openly admitted being a troll and fabricating highly sensitive information after he was called out for pretending to be Jewish and giving a fake backstory at a Trump rally. I don't think about the long-term consequences as far as disinformation or offending anyone, Riches told the Huffington Post in 2019. The disinformation that I want, I can put out there. The next mass shooting, before they identify the shooter, I can set up 10 Twitter accounts looking like news sites and then create whoever I want as the shooter.
Did you just hear that? Create 10 Twitter site profiles. Listen to that. It's like literally how he's getting people suspended and in trouble.
I want as the shooter. Vulnerable, gullible people will see that. They think it's from a news and then create whoever I want as the shooter. Vulnerable, gullible people will see that. They think it's from a news site and they will copy it and tweet it
Vulnerable and gullible people will see it
out. According to reporting from the Post, other
He's talking to everyone on X and YouTube that supports him.
streamers have estimated he makes up to $30,000 a week with his persistent boots on the ground approach. His former partner told the Post the only
Boots on the ground, more like ass in the freaking car on the seat. He has 50 or more X accounts, dozens of Facebook accounts. That's disturbing.
thing he cares about is money. He doesn't care about the cases. He loves when there's a mass shooting. He gets excited, calls he knows he'll get a lot of views and a lot of money. In February, while live streaming outside the home of missing woman Nancy Guthrie, Riches told the Republic, quote, "A lack of information leads to speculation." The practice mirrors a growing trend highlighted in recent reporting by the Post about YouTubers who earn thousands of dollars from live streams outside active investigations, broadcasting theories and commentary to viewers. Law enforcement officials and victims advocates have warned the practice can complicate investigations and implicate innocent people and victims, wreaking havoc on their lives. Yet for some top-earning live streamers like Riches, it appears notoriety and infamy can actually work in their favor. According to reporting from the Post, Crime Scene Collective co-founder Alina Smith said she had seen fans of Riches fly in from interstate and show up at crime scenes simply for a meet and greet with him. Many of them came bearing gifts, she said. Others simply donate cash to him online. They're obsessed with him, she said. According to a sworn petition filed in Arkansas, Jamie Phillips alleges that Riches carried out a violent attack on Christmas Eve, 2025, capping what she describes as years-long pattern of abuse that included him repeatedly strangling her. The filing claims the December 24th assault left her with extreme injuries, including broken nose, septum, significant trauma to my head and ribs, requiring emergency medical care, CT scans, x-rays, and that she will need reconstructive surgery. Phillips alleges Riches assaulted her on multiple occasions, beat her with a closed fist in a separate August 2025 incident, strangled her roughly 24 times, and threatened.
So there's an August, a September, and a December. Yeah, I know, badass. You got under his skin. That's why he did what he did. You're right on the spot is what the thing is, too. You've been exposing him, and he didn't like it. He can't handle it. What a disappointment.
To kill her if she ever reported him. She also alleges ongoing harassment after the Christmas incident, including threats, intimidation, and financial abuse. On January 21st, 2026, the court issued an order of protection finding there was sufficient evidence that Phillips faced an immediate and present danger of domestic abuse. According to the Chelan County Sheriff's Office, deputies documented probable cause to arrest Riches, but he had left the state. He has not been formally charged in relation to the incident, and no warrant appears to have been issued.
So imagine that, you guys. Like, how, if you supported him, how gross is it that he did this to Magnolia, knew what was coming because he's been in the system before. So, you know, if you put your hands on someone, it gets reported to the popo, you know, and you have priors, you know that it's going to be dirty, right? And he leaves. He leaves to go do Nancy Guthrie coverage, and everyone is thinking, oh my God, boots on the ground, he's coming to help. No, he was running. He's running. He's, like Magnolia said, he's ducking. And he's grifting now. Can you imagine? He's using Nancy Guthrie for all of this. It's absolutely foul. We're going to watch a little bit of this by Shay's Place, JLR's Early Crimes Involving Children Passing.
An interview with Jonathan Lee Riches where he was caught up in actually many, many lies. You're going to hear this directly from him. Once you stay around, hit that like button. Over a year ago. And I want to make sure she gets all the credit for all the hard work that she's put in this. This video is, you know, a little bit longer than my, and we're going to cover a few of them right here.
I think this is the one we just played, right? Yeah, by Dietz. Oh, wait. This is the part I wanted to show you.
Riches.
Let me go back to this.
Also on a news site, but from his own recording, that's not what happened.
Jonathan Lee Riches. And I'm here with my friend.
What is this?
Adam and Ryan Lanza. And we are at Bresson Farm Road. And we are going to the neighborhood of 36 Yogananda Street in Sandy Hook, Connecticut. We are going to go to the house of Ryan and Adam Lanza.
Okay, I removed the audio and sped this next part up because all he's doing is driving up to Adam Lanza's house with his creepy ass dolls. I wanted to leave the audio on the first part to prove to you that it is, in fact, Jonathan Lee Riches. You can tell.
I just want to say again, thanks for watching.
The Lanza thing is just, I can't. That and the homes. This is from Texas Kim. She posted it, I believe, 2 weeks ago. She was bullied by JLR, so I just want to play a little bit of this. That'll be my last video.
All you women that are coming over here from JLRs and you're attacking me in my comments about my looks or whatever it is that you're attacking me about because I sound country or because you say I don't know how to talk or I only got 400 whatever. Attack away. Do that all you want to, okay? I don't care. I do not care. Magnolia's a victim. I was victim. There are many, many victims here on these streets in real life.
That's the part I wanted to play. There's many, many victims. Thank you, Beautifully Broken. I hope you have a good Easter or had, I don't know what time it is where you are, but thank you for being here. JLR has an obsession with dolls. I swear JLR has a doll room. I think it goes beyond the doll, unfortunately. I think it's a mental thing. I really do. I think sometimes it's like an alternate personality that might fall into his schizophrenia or bipolar disorder, or maybe he has multiple personality disorder. This is someone who was trolled by him and his people.
And I'm not going to question a victim unless I'm given reason to. And so far, with everything that I've seen, I don't have anything to question. Now, why you do, don't know. Unless you're not a woman who likes to lift other women up, and you'd rather lift an abuser up. And if you think
you would rather lift an abuser up. Hi, psychology. Good to see you, love. You would rather lift an abuser up. All of those people sending him money.
that there's not enough out there on the internet, then go do your homework. That's why you're coming over here and you're attacking me on my looks or the way that I talk. Because you cannot come over here and debate me with facts in my comments. You haven't come over here with one fact. The only thing that you've said is innocent until proven guilty.
This is someone who's getting trolled, and she's talking about defending Magnolia.
You're right. That is the way that our system works. You're absolutely correct. But he did agree to a 3-year restraining order. He agreed to that. His signature is on it. Washington did try to arrest him on the night that all of this happened. Or I should say on the day that they were called about it and came out there and they saw her injuries. They had enough probable cause to arrest him and look for him. He fled the state. He has been served with a protection order, and there is a court date on 4/21. And Magnolia herself.
Is it 4/21 or 4/28? I think Badass said it was 4/28. I believe you might be right.
Has spoken out.
Wait, no, now I'm getting them confused. I think Magnolia is 4/21 court date, and then he has 4/28 for the nerdy situation.
Today. You need to just type in Jonathan Lee Riches or JLR Investigates. And there is a whole lot that you could be schooled on. Look, I am not going to question her. And neither should you or anyone else.
That's the part I wanted to show. Neither should you or anyone else. Should be questioning Magnolia. Yes, Smelly. Yeah, 4/28 is nerdy. Oh, I had it backwards. Okay. My bad. Either way, you guys know there's 2 court dates. Yeah, 21 was Magnolia and 28 nerdy. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen with... I don't know how that works, like, per state. Like, I don't know if he's going to get... If there's a district attorney waiting on something, if they're just not going to charge him, if they're putting everything together from state to state. I don't know what the protocols are on that, unfortunately. But I hope that he is going to be charged. I think his case was closed unless she pursues civil action, which she should. And I'm sure she will. I feel he's unstoppable. It's creepy. I do too. I feel like with everyone exposing everything and him losing his shit and trying to shut people down, I think that a mentally unwell person will break. And I fear how that'll go down, considering he's always trying to be, quote unquote, boots on the ground or involved in cases. I think he's a dangerous person. And I don't hate him. I'm not here to start a hate campaign against him. I'm really not. I'm just showing you guys what's very public information. Most of you already know all of this. Some of you have already seen some of these clips. Some of you may have not known anything at all. But I'm not going to stop covering it. He can try to shut whoever he wants down. Hopefully Badass gets his page back. And hopefully YouTube jumps onto, this whole mass reporting thing. The fact that he's running away says a lot. I wonder if he's going to move to Arizona. I don't really know who he is. What cases was he all about? Oh, he's been, hi Nini, good to see you. He's been a lot. Michael Vaughn, really heavily involved. Summer Wells, super involved. Gabby Petito, James Holmes, Nancy Guthrie. Who else did he get obsessed with? I'm trying to think. Drop it in the chat. I might be missing some. But I didn't really know who he was until those either. I know there's a few other, correct? That's it, right, badass? Oh, Gabby, yeah. Gabby Petito for sure. Oh, I was going to play to you guys that video. Here, this will be the last video I played for you guys. I played it the other day, but if I was him and I was a Petito family and the Vicky White family, I'd be absolutely disgusted. So this is when he showed up to Gabby Petito, where Gabby Petito was found. I've already played this before. I just think it's so disturbing. And then he showed up to Vicky White's gravesite like a fucking ghost hunter in the middle of the night.
Oh, wait. There's a bag. I found it. I found it. I found it.
Right here.
Oh, yeah. One of the ones that I didn't cover because of all the drama, Sebastian Rogers. Which I regret. I should have just covered him, but I refuse to get involved with any of those platforms. He stated a few times before all of this broke that he's registered as an AZ resident. Really, 𝗍𝗵𝗆? I know there's a rumor. Oh, thank you, Asani. Micah Miller. Yeah. Ooh. Now that you've said that. Happy Easter, Terry Doria. Appreciate you, love. I hope you had a good Easter. Thank you for being here. And Delphi, he reminds me of JP Miller. Yep. Okay, we need to look into that. Also, I know there's rumors that he had a kid. That's not been verified by documents or like anything like that. So I won't speak on that, but there's allegedly rumor that he had a kid. I feel like that might be accessible online. Maybe not. If it's family court. I don't know. Because we're covering 𝗍𝗄cy Fitzsimmons and that's going through like family court too, and we're able to access. I don't know if it depends on anything. Let's finish playing this video. This is at Gabby Petito where she was found.
There's a bag here. Somebody left a bag and flowers.
Look at the tree marks in the trees. All over the trees.
Yeah, all over the trees. Good job, guys.
All over the trees are orange marks.
All right, so we're here. This is the thing. I don't want to step on the cross, but I just want to show.
Her body was laying. Look at the cross right there. Look at the cross right there.
This isn't illegal, but it's like, really, you claim to be here for the victims. You wouldn't be doing this nasty shit. Because look at this one. This one's the one that I find creepy. He went to Vicky White's gravesite in the middle of the night. This is so disrespectful. I can't even get over it. Maybe it's not, and it's just me. Maybe it's my morals and beliefs, but like, why? 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 For clout and views? Similar to Nancy Guthrie. Really? That's what you want to do in the middle of the night? You go disturbing the dead? You sicko. You want to do a little selfie moment at the cemetery? This is some freak shit. And I don't mean freak in a good way, clearly.
So that was Center Hill Cemetery
that is located around Lexington, Alabama. It is about 25 miles from the Lauderdale County Detention Center, where Vicky White got Casey White out of the jail there. They went on the run, went through multiple states.
Crazy eyes. Crazy eyes.
Tennessee, and ended up in Evansville, Indiana. Then we heard about Vicky White apparently shooting herself. Well, that was where she was buried. I went there. I passed through the area. I was there in the middle of the night. Very scary. Going
Scary. Why are you disturbing the dead, you freak?
To a cemetery in the middle of the night. First off, public cemetery. There was no gates.
Public or not, dude. You have absolutely not 1% of morals in your body.
One can go to a cemetery to pay respect to anyone. Went there, heard a lot of dogs barking, a lot of...
What other creator have you guys seen do this? Drop it in the comments in the chat, really. Because I have been on YouTube since, let's see when I started my account. I'm an oldie on here, man. I think I came on here before there was even live chats. 2011. That's how long I have been associated with YouTube. 2011. And I haven't seen this, but I don't watch a lot of sick, demented people on YouTube, so that could explain a lot.
Things howling in the background, very dark out there, middle of nowhere. I wanted to see what her gravesite looked like. She doesn't have a headstone at this time, as you saw. Just laid out flowers and whatnot. Will she get a headstone? Probably. I don't know if the family is, have financial issues, or it just takes a while to get a headstone.
That's just none of your business, dude. Leave that up to the family. Terry Doria says, I'm trying to catch up. Okay, go to my playlist. You'll be caught up if you go to my playlist. I have also been reading his book, if you guys want me to read to you before bedtime. Winky face. I've been reading his book. I'm going to be doing a reading tomorrow. We're about almost, I'm looking at it right now. I think we're more than halfway. So we'll be finishing it, but I'm dropping clips of all the lawsuits. So definitely peep the playlist.
She is buried there. Just went to check out. Curiosity. I've been covering the Casey Vicky White case. Check out some of my prior videos. When
I've gone through enough stuff and been in the mental health field to know he is tripping. I don't care what he's doing or what he's acting like in the car with Nancy. The fact that he had badass suspended and Jeff, it's getting to him. It's getting to him. And when things like this get to someone unhinged, literally mentally, it's a different story. I don't know if you guys have ever been around someone who's mentally unwell. I have. And at any moment, many things can happen very fast. I'm going to leave you guys with a video about him addressing his mental health. This is public information. He put this out there himself. So don't post shit, JLR, if you don't want it out. He took selfies in church this morning. You know what, badass? I was going to show that, but I can't. First, he rubs feces on baby Jesus' picture. And then he says he's going to church today because all of a sudden on April 5th, 2026, he decided to change his life around as he continues to grift and dox people. And what he did to Terry on X and what he's doing to badass is not someone that I want to associate with in this true crime community ever. This video he made speaking about his mental health issues.
Like that. Jonathan Lee Riches. So, all right. I'm gonna read a medical file right here that I have from FMC Lexington. The medical file. I just would like to share the information with you today. Axis 1, schizo personality, schizophrenia. Diagnosis common. Still has paranoid thoughts, but seems to realize that they are not real. says that he will take risperidone at a lower dose, but medication compliance has always been a problem with him. Access to borderline personality disorder. Some worsening of behavior in relation to food, but seems to be afraid of going back to special housing unit. Discussing his life after prison and currently family stress of his mother's illness. Says was in an inpatient facility for many years as a teenager, so little adult.
In a mental facility as a teenager. And don't forget, he threw his parents under the bus. He gave them money when he did the whole wire fraud, and then he threw them under the bus. Imagine doing that to the woman that gave birth to you. I can't. I guess I'm blessed to have amazing parents, but I can't imagine. I really can't.
Life experienced in the outside world. He's still talking about going to Hollywood after his release. Lost 1.5 pounds in the last week. Not liking that he must consume his supplemental drinks at the pill line window due to odd beliefs about others seeing him poison his food and inconsistent with his chronic anorexic diagnosis. States anxious and sad because of his mother has breast cancer and he's going to get out of prison in 6 months and worried about what will happen to him and of him being a burden to his family once he gets released. Complains of abdominal pain, poor appetite, poor sleep, fatigueness, general aching everywhere, declines to talk to religious services, wonders what our response will be if he does not eat better, informed, consent, affected, story. I don't know what that is. We'll have to follow closely and let psychology and dietary officials know, as well as the clinical director after his latest hunger strike. Yeah, that's pretty much that on that. Inmate has refused to consume the 1,000 calories determined to be a minimum for 24 hours to maintain his health. His recent BMP was normal, but his prelembum levels is below the DOP threshold, requiring force feeding when minimum oral calories are not consumed by the established guideline. Inmate is refusing further oral intake after consuming 750 calories today at 2 p.m. He's further refusing oral nasogastric tube feedings, but is not physically resisting the procedure. We will proceed to infuse a target of 500 calories a day in this procedure. The lieutenant, AW, and warden is notified of this pending procedure.
I feel for the situation, for the fact that I'm an advocate for mental health, but I don't in his situation specifically because he has done nothing to become a better person and he's clearly not getting the help he needs. And so that's really what I have to say about that. I can't get past all of this. I really can't. And yeah, mental health arises from somewhere, you know. I'm wondering if maybe he did have a horrible childhood, etc. So what? Many of us have gone through so much shit. Like I said, whether it's abuse, childhood trauma, familial issues, financial issues, addiction issues, sexual issues. There's a plethora of things that many of us have gone through, and none of us are acting like a mass murderer. And none of us are over here taking advantage of people and doxing people. That's where I draw the line, for sure. So shout out to Badass for being here. His page is suspended, but he will be back hopefully. Check out the playlist, JLR, my readings. They're very fun. All the lawsuits. It's scary. Who knows what else he's capable with. Exactly. I feel I'm in remission with my mental health. I do have issues with JLR. Yeah. Perpetual victim. He's vile. Missing a golf cart figures. He's very proud of himself. Anybody who does that to their parents and tries to sue them is a real piece of shit. Yeah, I'm shocked. He didn't feed the homeless. Oh yeah, thank you, just Amy. Yeah, he's saying that he fed the homeless and is going to church in Arizona, and he's, you know, a God-given man now, or whatever they call it. It's absolutely not true. He just walked around with one sign and said that he fed the homeless. Hey, listen, if the homeless needed some food, fine. Fine. I hope that those people who really did need the food got it. Hey, badass, good to see you. Hope you're having a good Easter too, girl. Thanks for stopping by. If he helped some homeless people that really needed it, okay, fine. But what is that quote like when people say like you don't need to put it out there if you're genuinely doing good things? There's like a saying that goes with that. His chap paid for the food. I wouldn't be donating over there. I hope people see things for what they are. So that's what I have for you guys today. I know I've been on the JLR train, but I'm all caught up on everything, I'm pretty sure. Tomorrow we shall resume Laura Owens, Kenzie. I have another deep dive coming on another case, and we shall catch up with all of our other cases. I know I've been on the JLR thing for a couple days. That doesn't mean we're going to stop covering it. Absolutely not. I will cover things as they come, and I will say this again proudly that I stand with Magnolia, and I will continue to support her all the way through until I guess they have their day in court, and then we'll see what happens then. So shout out to all of you guys. Happy Easter. Thank you for spending time with me. Live went a little bit longer than I wanted, but shout out to the replay viewers. They also bought him new tripods and cameras. That's crazy. Thank you, Terry. Check out the playlist, girl. Thank you, Badass Dodgers, Ellie, No Drama. I know. I love Angels, Evie, Badass, Shiraz, Linda, Alzheimer, Just Amy, Asani, Nini, Terry, Average, Normal. Thank you for sharing. No Drama says, why isn't JLR suspended? I know. I have a connect at YouTube that works over there. So I'm asking questions. Once I get something legitimate, I'll share. What else did I miss? Anyways, Ellie, thank you. And thank you, Solitude. Happy Easter. Yes, I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I will maybe be dropping another clip video of the readings. Definitely go support. There's a video section and a live section and a playlist. So please make sure you check all of that out, and please hit the like on the way out. Thank you, B12 Psychology. Thank you for being here. I will see you guys on the next live. Happy Easter.